Welcome to Unboxed Daily. I'm your host, Jason. And today we decided to get out of the studio because we wanted to talk about some cool stuff coming up in 2019, specifically January's annual CES. And you know, everybody talks about all the cool devices they're going to see, all the new innovations in phones, but we thought it might be fun to tell you a little bit about 3 of the most interesting trends you should be keeping an eye out for, because it's not just about who's got the smallest bezels or who's got the fastest processor. A lot of times you got to keep an eye out for the larger trends happening not only online, but throughout the world. So the first thing to pay attention to at CES this year, foldable technology. Now, I know everybody's talking about the big Samsung announcement with their new foldable phone. I think that foldable technology has a lot more applications that we're going to see at CES this year beyond the phone. I think you're going to want to watch out for some accessories too. Think about it this way. You've got a watch that has a full 360-degree display all around the wrist. You could show a ton of information all at once at constant times. And I don't think this is going to be limited to just the big companies. On the contrary, I think you're going to see a lot of small companies at CES showing off what kind of innovation they can achieve with foldable phones and foldable technology. So another area to keep in mind when you're exploring the CES floors this year, health tech. Now, granted, I'm not just talking about fitness trackers like Fitbit or even Motive. I'm talking about not only the miniaturization of fitness technology, but the advancement of it. I think you're going to see a lot more companies at CES doing this kind of stuff, really looking to figure out how to help you manage your health better and make it in a way that's easily affordable to most consumers. When you take digital health tech alongside foldable technology, you might actually even see a brand new field of consumer tech opening up. I mean, that's a huge opportunity for somebody who really wants to innovate in this space. I think it could be this year or maybe next year, but pretty soon at a CES, we're going to see this very thing come up. Now, the third trend to watch out for at this year's CES is one that's probably fairly well developed, but you should absolutely keep an eye on, or in this case, your ear out for. And I'm talking about voice command and voice interactions. So you're going to see a lot more development in Siri and Alexa and Google Home. And to be honest, I think actually in the next few years, we're probably going to start to see a lot more natural language conversation around our connected devices. There's one extra trend you should absolutely pay attention to. It's not new, but it's constant at CES every year. And that's this whole nostalgia for retro tech. Last year, we saw a ton of arcades and video game emulators and pinball machines. And honestly, with the release of things like the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, and even the PlayStation Classic, there's always a hunger for the technology of yesteryear. So if you're looking for something for a weird tech video, or you just really love technology from the 80s and 90s, definitely keep an eye out for the retro tech there. You're gonna love it. So that's what we think is gonna be most interesting at CES in January. Did we cover something that you love and you wanna know more about it? Or maybe you wanted to talk about something that we didn't cover? Let me know. You can always hit us up on Twitter at GetUnboxed, and of course, let us know in the comments on YouTube. In the meantime, I'm your host, Jason. Thanks as always for joining. And if you're wondering whether this video was just an elaborate excuse for us to go out and get boba tea, you'd be 100% correct. Have a great day.